I am Judy Bonner, and I have the privilege of serving as Provost and Executive Vice President at Mississippi State University. Welcome to the Fall 2016 Commencement Exercises. Ms. Roxanne Raven, President of the Student Association, will now deliver the invocation. And then Ms. Bailey Wright, one of our graduates majoring in accounting, will lead us in the singing of the alma mater. Please stand.
I would like to offer a reflection of thanksgiving. While we may have different beliefs and faiths, we can unite in giving thanks. Please join me in bowing your heads. Today, we give thanks to those who have made a distinct impact on our lives and who have contributed to the successes that we celebrate today. Thanks to our parents, siblings, and family members for their constant support and encouragement. Thanks to our faculty and staff members who have provided us guidance. Thanks to our friends for their motivation and their lasting friendships that we will always cherish. We give thanks for the many blessings that we have enjoyed, and we ask that all of these graduates go forth to make a lasting impact in this world. As we look to the future, we pray for guidance. We ask for hope. We ask for direction. May we enter into this next chapter with courage gained through our experiences that we have shared and with the knowledge that we have received from this great university. Please continue to bless us with your mercy, forgiveness, and grace. Amen.
Please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce members of the platform party who are not recognized at another point in the ceremony. I will ask them to stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until they have been introduced. Dr. Nanasor Goudet, our mace bearer and 2016 Early Career Undergraduate Teaching Excellence Award winner and assistant professor in civil and environmental engineering. Dr. Walt Starr, member of the Board of Trustees for the State Institutions of Higher Learning. Dr. Cody Coyne, President of the Faculty Senate. Please join me in welcoming them. Thank you. No university can accomplish great things without highly competent administrators. Will the vice presidents, deans, and other senior administrators on the platform party please stand so that we can recognize them? We are here this evening to recognize our graduates. When I think of all that they have accomplished, I am reminded of the words of Sir Isaac Newton, who wrote, "If he had seen further than others, it was because he was standing on the shoulders of giants." The giants for our graduates today are those who have supported them along the way. I know that some of those who have provided support are here this evening, and our graduates would want us to recognize them. Commencement is a time for family to share in the honor that has contributed to your education through the encouragement, the wise counsel, the love, the financial support. Will all of the parents, the spouses, the soon-to-be spouses, the grandparents, the aunts, uncles, children, and others who have supported our graduates, please stand so that we can recognize and thank you. Your success is equally important to our faculty and staff. They have watched you learn and grow over the past few years, and they take great pride and satisfaction in seeing you receive your diplomas. Our faculty and staff have a steadfast commitment to excellence in teaching, research, and service. They have been here with you as you have learned. They will be here for you as you excel in your careers. Will our faculty and staff who are here this evening please stand so that we can recognize and thank you? Studying at Mississippi State has become a family tradition. We would like to recognize all of those who hold degrees from Mississippi State University. Please stand and let us say thank you to you. In appreciation for the very fine music accompanying this ceremony, we would like to recognize and thank Nora Sills. Mississippi State is fortunate to have one of the most highly respected chief executive officers of any university in the nation. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce President Mark Keenum.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Bonner. Thank you, and welcome everyone to our fall 2016 commencement ceremony. I tell you what, graduation ceremonies like this evening are one of the greatest things that I get to be a part of. And one of the most special things about a graduation ceremony is that everybody's just so happy. Isn't this a great occasion? An exciting occasion. And we're here to recognize and to celebrate this wonderful milestone of our outstanding graduates here tonight. All 1,370 of our graduates who will be receiving a degree tonight I know all of you have worked very hard to get to this point in your life. And what a great, exciting time this is. But I can promise you this one thing, that the time, the effort, and the resources that you have invested in this education is one of the greatest investments that you have made and will make in your lifetime. I'm very confident that you will achieve your goals that you have set for yourself, for your life, and for your future, and to be the kind of leader that our state, our nation, and that this university is expecting you to become. And I hope that this experience here at Mississippi State has helped redefine and refine your own values of integrity, commitment to hard work, and respect for others. These are values that will be so important to you in your professional life, but more importantly, in your personal life. I'm proud of each and every one of you, every single one of you, for what you've accomplished here tonight. And I am grateful to all the parents, family members, all the teachers and others who have had faith in you along your journey that are here tonight to celebrate with you. But we're confident that you will do great things in the years ahead. You will uphold the traditions of service that the graduates of this university over the last 138 years have held up so highly. So Bulldogs, let me say once again, congratulations. I'm extremely proud of each and every one of you. I want to wish all of you the very best going forward in your life and your career. And most importantly, may God bless each and every one of you. Thank you. Now, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker for this evening. Greg Sankey became the 8th Commissioner of the Southeastern Conference on June 1, 2015, after serving on the Southeastern Conference staff for 13 years in various leadership positions. He was an integral part of former Commissioner Mike Slive's efforts to reshape the SEC's governance, enforcement, and compliance programs, and he oversaw all of the SEC's championships staff. Commissioner Sankey played a central role in crafting the new autonomous governance structure of the NCAA, which is intended to provide 65 universities from the ACC, the Big Ten, the Pac-12, the Big 12, and the SEC with increased decision-making authority over policies designed to provide support for our student athletes' pursuit of excellence in both athletics and academics. He's also very active with the NCAA. He serves as chair of the Division I Committee on Infractions and is a member of the Gender Equity Task Force. Prior to joining the SEC staff, Greg Sankey was the commissioner of the Southland Conference for nearly 7 years. He joined the Southland Conference staff in 1992, where he served as both the assistant and associate commissioner before being named the commissioner of the Southland Conference at the age of 31. He's a native of Auburn, New York, and he earned his master's degree from Syracuse University and his undergraduate degree from State University of New York College at Cortland. He and his wife, Kathy, live in Birmingham, Alabama. They have 2 daughters, Hannah and Mariah. Mariah is still in college, but Hannah graduated from Mississippi State in 2015, and she is a rock star broadcast meteorologist. So we're very proud of Hannah. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming as our commencement speaker, Commissioner Greg Sankey.
Good evening, and thank you, President Keenum, not only for that introduction, but for the invitation to be a part of this ceremony. Thank you as well to Provost Bonner the faculty, staff, alumni, family, friends, guests, and most importantly, to our graduates this evening. It's truly an honor to share this evening with you, and as Dr. Keenum shared, I have a daughter who is what you will soon be, an alumnus of Mississippi State University. I, however, have 14 favorite universities. That's hard for many to believe, and I love them all equally. But I sat right here in, I think, section 104 in May 2015, celebrating this event. And I will confess that there was one time in my life I have rung a cowbell. If you wouldn't tweet that, it would probably be helpful. It was a ring that was a promise fulfilled to my daughter. She asked me, kind of a friendly way, as she entered her freshman year, to ring, and I said, when you graduate, I will ring. I don't know if any of you have snuck a cowbell in this evening. I'm very skilled at doing that. I don't encourage that at certain athletic events. But I do encourage you to ring responsibly should you do so. And I want to give you a couple pieces of advice should there be a ringing device hidden under your seat right now. First of all, pay attention, because what happens here will move quickly and you will miss the ringing opportunity if you're not quick on the trigger. Second, be aware of your surroundings. You have friends and family and people you don't know. Know the direction you shall ring. For me, it was the aisle. It was that aisle, actually. I avoided any harm to individuals nearby. Third, be quick. Don't ring through the next 15 graduates and interrupt their family's enjoyment. A short burst is enough tonight. And remember this, next fall, all of you, ring responsibly. The conference membership has honored the unique tradition at Mississippi State University, and the conference wants you to stop and to start at appropriate times and honor that opportunity. So while the regular season in 2017 is far off, please remember that reality. I confess this is my first time as a commencement speaker. I did, however, sleep at a Holiday Inn Express last night. It was in Brooklyn, New York, at 1 a.m. after my flight from my favorite airline was canceled without any regard to where I needed to be today. And I think you've all heard the ad campaign that suggests you'll have a restful night and you will accomplish great physical and mental achievements just by the rest gathered in Holiday Inn Express. So while this may be my first commencement speech, I have the benefit of the greatest hotel chain in America. Now, when I was an undergraduate and a graduate student, I had the opportunity to attend 3 different commencement ceremonies. I declined one, 2 of which I attended. I can remember where I sat. One was here, the other was back to my left. I didn't recall and don't recall what was said that evening. So I know exactly the challenge I have. In fact, I asked my daughter about her commencement speaker, and she couldn't recall. So I did what any young-minded person does. I searched the internet for advice, and I found that there's actually a website that tells you how to prepare a commencement speech, as if those of us with higher education degrees can't find that information in our own minds. I also learned that there are transcripts and videos of commencement speeches from presidents, from athletes, from musicians, from innovators, from scientists, from doctors and lawyers, most importantly from Will Ferrell, Jim Carrey, Ellen, Conan, Jimmy Fallon, and Tina Fey. And I found they're actually all quite interesting in their own right. Some go on, which I will try not to do. I also learned that my presumption is there will be a video or a transcript from my remarks this evening, soon available on the internet. So you have a decision to make. Do I pay attention tonight? Do I not pay attention tonight and then Google search this speech tomorrow, which we know won't happen, which is your third option, which is I don't pay attention at all. For those of you that answer neither, I want to just ask you to walk through a story with me, because it's my story, and I thought if I capture your attention, maybe there's a few points I can offer this evening that might be of help. And I literally mean to speak to you individually. So I've watched your creative hats. There's a target back here, 6 or 7 rows back. A number of Bible verses in the back row. So those are people you should probably hang around with if you're trying to better yourself as a person. They seem to have some wisdom. So if you would, just listen to me, because the basis of my remarks were formed in 1997 in a restroom across from gate A26 at Atlanta's Hartsfield International Airport. The backstory is I was 32 years old at the time. I was married. My now graduate was 4 years old. My college student daughter was 1 year old. And I was commissioner of the Southland Conference, where I came to know Vic Schaefer, Mississippi State women's basketball coach, John Cohen, who's now your athletic director. I'll also tell you, I came to know Mike Bianco, who's Old Miss's baseball coach. A number of relationships that you will learn as your career develops. You see these people that you got to know in your 20s, and you have relationships that you've come to value. But I ended up on the floor of that restroom, an act I don't encourage for any reason. I wonder about some of you in your college experience, if you've shared that for reasons other than I. Mine was an atrial fibrillation. I became lightheaded while in that restroom, and without giving you the details, I found myself waking up on the restroom floor. What I want to do is share with you the mistakes that brought me to that point, because when you're getting up off a restroom floor, you're not in a good place in life. And you have invested too much time, and the people around you for whom you just clapped and thanked have invested too much money and probably sweat and tears to let your life go in that direction. And for me, there were 2 cardiologists, a number of tests, a whole bunch of doctors who basically said this to me as an outcome of that day in Atlanta. I wasn't living very well. I had a wife, 2 kids, a dog, a house, a great job. In an early part of my life, I was 32 years old. And yet, I had worked myself to the point where I had to get off the floor in a restroom at gate A26 in Hartsfield Airport. I'd spent 6 years in higher education. Actually, I crammed 6 years of higher education into 7. You parents know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? Because they figured out quicker than you that this is the best gig going, and they know they got to go to work. But in those years of study, I'd studied biology, physiology, exercise science, nutrition, any number of courses about healthy living. And so I had this knowledge, but it hadn't translated into how I lived my life. In fact, I was missing so much that my wife received this phone call from a guy named Mike who worked for Delta Airlines. He called and he said, "Mrs. Sankey, this is Mike from Delta Airlines. Have you heard about your husband?" That began a very one-sided conversation from my wife towards me while I lay in an emergency room. If you go to work for an airline, you should add in that phone call, "Everything's okay, Mrs. Sankey, but you need to know this about your husband." My reality is I was driving myself too hard. I didn't eat right, I didn't exercise, I didn't get enough rest. I didn't get down on the floor to play with those kids that I love dearly. I had lost perspective. I was literally drinking 3 lattes a day to hold it together and keep myself awake, which there's a Seinfeld episode that suggests that's not a wise way to live. Mike Tyson, who has had problems over time, is attributed with a quote that says, "Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face." I got punched in the face that day. What I'd like for you is to avoid the punch in the face, but it may have already come. You may have had an expectation for your graduation date and you're a year later. You may have had a red F on a paper, and it only happened once, but it caught your attention. You may have had financial issues that slowed you down. You may have had a loved one who let you down, or someone who passed away. You have no idea what's going to happen to you tomorrow, much like I had no idea I was going to stay in that Holiday Inn Express last night. But here's a quote from a guy named Chuck Swindoll, who was president of Dallas Theological Seminary. He said very simply, the longer I live, the more I'm convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. That's actually a philosophy that you can track back to ancient Greece in the 1st century. There's no textbook, there's no guest lecturer, there's no class I could find that solved my problem, and so I had to choose how I react. And what I did is I began to pursue conversations with people. And I'm going to say this twice tonight. When I was young, all we did was watch TV. When my parents were young, all they did was listen to rock and roll. Now that you're young, you just look at your phones all the time. We all have our faults despite the generation. Let me just encourage you for a few moments, stop looking at your phone. It may be today, it'd be great if it was right now, maybe tomorrow. Because I want you to know that I spent 6 months visiting with corporate leaders in Dallas where I lived, asking them, how do you balance your family and your work? How do you make it work? And I went through this exercise. I had this great set of notes, and then I walked through a bookstore and I found a book called The Life You've Always Wanted by a guy named John Ortberg. Now, when you're in the state I was in, a book entitled The Life You've Always Wanted captures your attention because I didn't need to go back to that restroom floor yet again. I had been awakened by that event. I started reading that book, and just a few chapters in, I read these sentences, and I'm going to quote them for you. A balanced lifestyle is not an adequate goal to which to devote our lives. The problem with that goal is not that it is too difficult, but that it is too slight. We're chasing the wrong thing in balance. And you can imagine how that stuck with me. I had spent months trying to figure out how to balance the two sides of my life, and what I determined was there's a lot more going on. Each of us are much deeper than simply work and family, or whatever two items you can think in your own mind. For me, I'm a son, I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a brother. If you have ever attended a Southeastern Conference football game, you have probably commented on the officiating and wondered, who is the commissioner of this conference? That's me. I'm a neighbor, I'm a friend. I'm a person focused on how faith informs his life, and I serve on the board of a nonprofit organization trying to bring fresh water to people in need around the globe. That's 8 or 9 aspects of my life, and it means that balance is best left to a seesaw on a playground. What you have to figure out are the values that inform how you will live and the priorities you derive from those values. The principles that I established meant that I could say no to things and yes. I might miss a family event, I might not be home for dinner, I would still work hard, but I avoided distractions. I avoided behaviors that were destructive because in advance I said I'm not going to do certain things. And actually I've carried around since 2002 a little plastic card that you can't see, but in the front row you can tell them he actually has a plastic card, right? And on this plastic card, there are 10 things by which I live, and I'm going to share them with you. The first one is live honorably. You are going to be challenged, maybe the first day of work, maybe the first day of grad school, with how will you live and how will you conduct yourselves. Don't sacrifice your career for a travel expense report to get an extra $50. It's not worth it. Those are the ethical lessons that some miss that you need to know in advance. Number 2, live a quiet life. I'm up in front, but you know what? It's not about me, it's about you. Number 3, live within my means. If I could encourage young people in any way these days, you may have student loans. I had student loans. From this point forward, eliminate every bit of debt in your life because money shouldn't lead you. It should follow what you do. Don't take the job just because of the salary. Take the job because you will be challenged in what you do. It will force you to grow, and it will cause you to learn. And that leads to the next opportunity, and eventually the money follows. Number 4, laugh often. Go find opportunities to laugh. It's good for you from a health standpoint. Number 5, your objective every day should be to make each day a masterpiece. It's a philosophy of UCLA's former basketball coach, John Wooden. Before you go to bed tonight, ask yourself, did I meet that objective? Was today a masterpiece? I'm speaking in front of you, so I'm checking that box. I've never done this before. This is my masterpiece. Number 6, when you go to work or go to grad school, whatever it may be, I want to mind my own business. Mind your own business. Don't worry about your colleague's title, their salary, the rumor that floats around. The challenge for you is number 7, and that's to be diligent in what you do, to be so passionate about your career that you wake up every morning ready to go to work. I've missed some family events. It's about those values that make those decisions. Number 8, associate with people who make you better and return the favor. And be careful about those relationships. Are they lifting you up or tearing you down? And when they start to become destructive, find the friends that build you up. Number 9, order my life for me to limit exposure to temptation. I decided a long time ago I wasn't going to cause hurt in my family's eyes. The decisions you make in advance are the easy decisions. The decisions in the moment are difficult. Lastly, be open to the needs of others. And let me finish with a focus on that statement. You have been trained to think here at Mississippi State. You've been trained to lead. Some of you have literally been trained to heal, or you'll now pursue that training. You've engaged in the learning process to accelerate yourself in life. You've entered in a stage of life we call adolescence, and you've now moved or are about to move into adulthood. That should freak you out, quite frankly. Your parents are probably freaked out by it, because I know I am when my children move to that stage. But that's the great thing about life, is it ought to scare you a little bit. Maybe every day. That's how you make the masterpiece. Where are you going to work? Who are going to be your friends? Where are you going to live? What kind of music are you going to listen to? The big things and the small things. And the big decisions follow the small decisions. But understand this. In our homes, in our communities, in our counties, in our states, in our country, and for those of you from, I understand, 21 countries across this world, you will leave this place and go back and affect the people around you. Be open to their needs. Bend a knee, lend a hand. Leadership understand that it's okay to have differences, but that we need to have a conversation. So put aside the phone, stop the Twitter, maybe for a few hours, maybe for a few days. Cease the Snapchat. Let your friends worry about Facebook. You can forget about it. And look people in the eyes and have a conversation. Because my fear is when we lose the conversation and we lose the dialogue, we lose the opportunity to affect the people around us. You are educated to change the people around you. Thank you. Congratulations. I pray God's blessing upon each and every one of you. I hope you've learned something this evening that allows you to always go through the Atlanta airport, walk by gate A26, and never need emergency medical personnel. If you can meet that goal, you're going to have to find something else to search the internet for when it comes your time to speak at a commencement ceremony. Congratulations.
Stephen D. Lee scholars completed their baccalaureate degree programs, earning all A's. At this time, I would like to ask for the Stephen D. Lee scholars to please stand. Please join me in congratulating these students. Thank you and congratulations for the extraordinary accomplishment. Please be seated. We shall now proceed with the conferring of the doctoral degrees. Will the candidates for the various doctoral degrees please stand and remain standing? President Keenum, the names of the candidates appear in the printed program. On behalf of the members of the graduate faculty, I recommend that the appropriate doctoral degree be awarded to each candidate who has completed all of the requirements.
On the recommendation of the provost and the graduate faculty, and by virtue of the president, by virtue of the authority vested in the president of Mississippi State University, I confer upon you the doctor's degree with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, doctors.
Will the candidates for the various doctoral degrees please come forward with your major professor to be hooded and congratulated by your academic dean, graduate dean Lori Bruce, and President Keenum.
The College of Veterinary Medicine doctoral degree candidates. Yifei Zhu, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Veterinary Medical Science, hooded by Dr. Larry Hansen. College of Forest Resources doctoral degree candidates. Jacob R. Beard, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Forest Resources, hooded by Dr. Emily Schultz and Dr. Thomas Matney. John B. Owl, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Forest Resources, hooded by Dr. Steve Grado. Prativa Shretha, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Forest Resources, hooded by Dr. Chang Yu Sun. Razu Pokarel, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Forest Resources, hooded by Dr. Robert K. Gralla. Xiaofan Zhang, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Forest Resources, hooded by Dr. E.L. Hassan. Trina L. Ferguson, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Forest Resources, hooded by Dr. Tommy King. Sarani Dutta, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Forest Resources, hooded by Dr. Scott Rush. Nazreen Al-Azarim, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Forest Resources, hooded by Dr. Scott Rush. Justin R. Efoth, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Forest Resources, hooded by Dr. Francisco J. Villela. The College of Agriculture and Life Sciences doctoral degree candidates: John E. Linhaus, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Agricultural Science, hooded by Dr. Joseph Perswell. Tongyin Lee, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Agricultural Science, hooded by Dr. Guihong Bi and Dr. Richard Harkis. Piyumi Abesundra, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Food Science, Nutrition, and Health Promotion, hooded by Dr. Ramakrishna Nanapanane. Janek Dakal, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Agricultural Science, hooded by Dr. Chander Sharma. Seval Oskan, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Molecular Biology, hooded by Dr. Ashley Brown and Dr. Sadiq Artunk. Chad Smith, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Agricultural Science, hooded by Dr. Dan Reynolds. Kurt Shoemaker, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Genomics, hooded by Dr. Dan Peterson. The James Worth Bagley College of Engineering doctoral degree candidates: Vinitha Menon, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Electrical and Computer Engineering, hooded by Dr. Lori Bruce. Zadia Kodabux, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Computer Science, hooded by Dr. Byron J. Williams. Rick D. Anderson, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Computer Science, hooded by Dr. Donna Reese. Gio Veninda Muha Jun, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Hijin Cho. John A. Behrens, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. John Usher. Sandra Guzman Gutierrez, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Joel Paz. Brandon Scully, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. K. Ned Mitchell. Charles T. Ghani, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Jagdish Singh. William B. Lorimore II, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Mark Horstemeyer. Justin Matthew Hughes, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Mark Horstemeyer. Catarine Salome Ruiz, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Computational Engineering, hooded by Dr. Tanya Stone. Egbal Rashidi, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Industrial Engineering, hooded by Dr. Hugh Medal. Adiendu Ermelogu, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Industrial and Systems Engineering, hooded by Dr. Lincoln Bian. Misha S. Jones, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Dennis Truax. Yi Jiang, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Dennis Truax and Dr. John Ramirez. Timothy W. Rushing, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Isaac Howard. Mohammed O. Bosne, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Vashid Vahedifard and Dr. Isaac Howard. Kimia Morthaze, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Farshid Vahedifard. Marta Amir Sadeghi, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Todd French. Jamel H. Alexander, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Judith Schneider and Dr. Nima Shamseh. John G. Monroe, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Scott M. Thompson. Kyle Anthony Hodges, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Engineering, hooded by Dr. Kalyan Srinivasan. Nava R. Subade, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Applied Physics, hooded by Dr. Jeff Winger. College of Arts and Sciences doctoral degree candidates. James L. Tracy, Jr., Doctor of Philosophy degree in Physics, hooded by Dr. Jeff Winger. Winston E. Jones, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Cognitive Sciences, hooded by Dr. Jared Moss. Edward Andrew Cranford, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Cognitive Science, hooded by Dr. Jared Moss. Elaine Wei-Ling Tan, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Cognitive Science, hooded by Dr. Deborah K. Aiken. Kayla Brooke Hester, Doctor of Philosophy degree in History, hooded by Dr. Richard Doms. Tracy Norden Bam, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Public Policy and Administration, hooded by Dr. Dragan Stanisevsky. Heather L. Hanna, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Public Policy and Administration, hooded by Dr. Dragan Stanisevsky. Gina Paulo Rico Mendez, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Public Policy and Administration, hooded by Dr. Brian D. Shoup. Sarah Radensi Locke, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Earth and Atmospheric Sciences, hooded by Dr. Kathleen Sherman Morris. Joseph Ferguson, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Mathematical Sciences, hooded by Dr. John Woody. Young Shu, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Mathematical Sciences, hooded by Dr. Jonathan Woody. Giuliano Colosimo, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Biological Sciences, hooded by Dr. Mark Welch. Tyler Evan Shardle, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Biological Sciences, hooded by Dr. Christopher Brooks. Jesse Isaac DuPont, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Chemistry, hooded by Dr. Edwin A. Lewis. Radhika R. Nareddy, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Chemistry, hooded by Dr. Alan Marcus. Gopalakrishna Akarathi, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Chemistry, hooded by Dr. Alan Marcus. College of Education doctoral degree candidates. Alicia D. Johnson, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Instructional System and Workforce Development, hooded by Dr. Deborah L. Prince. Jimmy Ann Helms, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Elementary, Middle, and Secondary Education Administration, hooded by Dr. Kay Bricado. Kendrick Lateral Savage, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Curriculum and Instruction, hooded by Dr. Dana P. Franz. Elizabeth Anderson Repsher, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Curriculum and Instruction, hooded by Dr. Dana Franz. Rosalind B. Miller, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Curriculum and Instruction, hooded by Dr. Dana P. Franz. Myra Carter Pennell, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Curriculum and Instruction, hooded by Dr. Dana Franz and Dr. Nicole Miller. Brandy Tyndall Burton, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Curriculum and Instruction, hooded by Dr. Nicole Miller. Christina Hillesheim, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Curriculum and Instruction, hooded by Dr. Ryan Walker. Amity Lancaster, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Educational Psychology, hooded by Dr. Tawny McLeon. Tuan Ho, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Educational Psychology, hooded by Dr. Dan Gadke. Charity Yarbrough, Doctor of Philosophy degree in Community College Leadership, hooded by Dr. Mark E. Fincher.
Will the candidates for the education specialists, the master's, and the bachelor's degrees please rise along with your academic deans? President Keenum, on behalf of the faculty and deans, I recommend that the appropriate degree be awarded to each candidate who has completed the requirements for the degree.
Okay, let's now make this completely official. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and deans, and by virtue of the authority vested in the President of Mississippi State University, by the legislature and the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the appropriate earned degree with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, college graduates!
Will the graduates please be seated? Your college marshal will direct you when it is time for you to stand and come forward in order to be recognized. As a courtesy to each of the graduates, please hold your applause and congratulations until all graduates have been introduced. Please keep movement to a minimum, but if you must leave, please do so quietly. Each graduate will now be congratulated by the appropriate academic dean and President Keenum. Beginning with the College of Architecture, Art, and Design graduates, please come forward.
College of Architecture, Art, and Design baccalaureate degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean James West. Catherine Mitchell. Loriana Livingston. Andrea Sherman. Sydney Armour. Unday Freeman. Sarah Beard. Brian Ballou. College of Business master's degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean Sharon Oswald. Vince Corali. Derek Gottlieb. Madison Poole. Laura Padgett. Thomas Pepin. Rakita Ella. Lakshima Nakata. College of Business baccalaureate degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean Sharon Oswald. Derek Bridgeforth. Nicole Birch. Anya Schaub. Megan Towns. Stephanie Cunningham. Emma Jumper. Kaylee Browning. Tammy Curry. Roslyn Russell. Christopher Young. Haley Hardman. John Carlisle. Sydney Chambers. Trey Davis. Tony Austin. Garrett Hall. Michael Enger. Robert Blakeney. Cole Barlow. Tanner Malone. Austin Phelps. Shelby Cheney. Ollie Davis. Robert Pittman. Jonathan Class. James Nutt. Charles Ryland. Joseph Murphy. Natalie Zortman. Zachary Menard. Gathan Garriga. Alec Skidmore. Benjamin Hatala. Luke Riley. Nathan Fisher. Andrew Argarsani. Robert Flanagan. Charles Tate. Caleb Stauden. Matthew Cannell. Stephen Speckner. Lee Gill. Lauren Hackney. Alexandria Shelton. Youngjin Park. Junjin Kim. Jerry Sanders. Ryan Wilson. Thomas Marble. John Pitts. Sharon Zhang. Daniel Paisley. Avery Thompson. Robert Wally. Javis Nix. Tara Nash. Amber Avent. Stephen Lennar. Simone Morgan, Juliana Badito, Carl Stewart, Nicholas Jones, Xavier Knight, Abigail Buffkin, Alec Pringen, David Moles, Robert Rett, Yasmin Gill, Wendy Henley, Taylor Armstrong, Darius Ewing, Cole Reed, Tevin Glover, LaPervia Chateau, Bianca Brown, Jacob Murphy, Kunal Patel, Ethan McKinley, Benjamin Jacobs, Jalen Adams, Jisan Roman, Kyle Young, Todd Shoemake, Janisa Buchanan, Jonathan Johnson, Eddie Steele, LaKendrick McKellar, Brian Houston, Gwendolyn Trahan, Hannah Sullivan, Mike Fowler, Bridget Matson, Asia Swift, Michael Randall, Stephen Hobson, Tyler Calvert, Tyler Lutz, Kyle Ruiz, Lucas Muniz, Colton Ballard, Brianna Cawthon, Matthew Robertson, Nathaniel Vars, Marquise Taylor, Raven Miner, Alejandro Gracia, Lakira McGilbrey, Lashana Williams, Hyman Bunn, Beatrice Kepwani, Alex Phillips, Clifford Danzy,
Ahmad Coleman, Shamarcus Giles, Darnelius Floyd, Morgan Ford, the Atkerson School of Accountancy master's degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean Sharon Oswald, Matthew Marchand, the Atkerson School of Accountancy baccalaureate degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean Sharon Oswald, James Gilman, Julia Simmons, Kayla Drennan, Abrianna Thompson, Jasdeep Kaur, Timolin Karnea Holt, Bailey Wright, Dylan Alador, Riley Walden, Hannah Hart, William Burley, Brady Power, Jeffrey Taylor, Melanie Powell, Mitchell Mildren, Mary Scott, Christina Bartosik, Christopher Moore. College of Arts and Sciences master's degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean Rick Travis: Alexander Hammond, Patrick Miller, Jana Sanford, Leanna Smith, Frank Bradford, Brett Jurassic, Courtney Carruthers, Antonio Hankins, Salethia Malone, Kenneth Rogers, Joshua Frazier, Douglas Sainsbury, Tracy Bowler, Ashley Thomas, Brandon Rowe, Marie Cranford, Jeremy Montgomery, Izzy Pellegrine, Magda Aju, Victor Ontiveros, Chevy Fondren, Sandamini Alahakoun, Nathan Alexander, David Clark. The College of Arts and Sciences baccalaureate degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean Rick Travis: Dolores Blaylock, Valor Taylor, Kristen Nichols, Dana McClendon, Diamonique Marshall, John Long, Ann Smith, Kiara Sanders, Aisha Campbell, Alexis McFarland, Nikki Reeder, Tommy Brown, Patrice Fontaine, Anthony Wright, Travis King, Jeffrey Hanna, Gregory Hubbard, Derek Mitchell, Raven Lawson, Gerard Baker, Carly Ferguson, Duncan Robertson, Rachel Cato, Demi Minotti, Amber Caruth, Ogorchukwu Johnson, Mackenzie Watkins, Claire Troxler, Colby Mitchell, Jessica Lamas, Aaron Moran, Ashton Clark, Emily Jones, Bobby Thomas, Jerica Lamar, Victoria Bonney, Adeline Cole, Adam Simonton, Luciano Mendoza, Shanita Macklin, Kara Burns, Jessica Blakely, John Alexander, Casey Gregory,
Arden Robert, Holly Evans, Patrick Callahan, Tara Wilkie, Lauren Crow, Emmeline Bassett, Megan Smith, Kelsey Carden, Robin Holt, Amanda King, Mary Singletary, Heather Haynes, Maggie Medor, Tyler Carter, Keith Morris, Joseph Buds, Torrin Harrison, Khadija Jordan, Elise Carlton, Mark Ellis, Ryan Miller,
Campton Stewart Pittman,
David Wolford, Zamaya Nastar, Teresha Butler, Asia Houston, Haley Hembry, Carolyn Cacoon, Samantha Elcallan, Marquis DeShields, Haley Darrowen, Shelby Ross, Brett Bowling, Mary William Mitchell, Caroline Summerlin, Heather Haynes, Jacelyn Longford, Rebecca Seaver, Lita Randall, Olivia Seguenti, Abigail Seguenti, Cameron Davis, Cameron Barefoot, Javarn Davis, Ocean Archer, Jasmine Harris, Monique Leslie, April Hatchett, Lucy Claire Kellogg, Shelby Newell, Molly Hendren, Olivia Martin, Alexandra Turbeville, Amanda Henderson, Carly Thomas, Jessica Harrison, Catherine Crow, Hannah Sellers, Clayton Allred, Sally Crutcher, Sarah Barnes, Virginia Overton, Alicia Batty, Natalie Marshall, Tiffany Dyson, Savirna Iqbal, Gary Harla, William Travis, Ryan Dunlap, Sonia Hunt, Carly Noel, Mary Cody, Valerie Harris, Lori White, Paula Jones, Casey Reed, Madison Smith, Craig Fletcher, Cody Evans, Tracy Triplett, Denisha Suggs, Katie Harris, Ernest Adams, Vicki Turner, Aaron Hayden, Erica Alexander, Lachey Miller, Michaela Gold, Justin Warfield, Brittany Barton, Meredith Thomas, Dylan Davis, Andrew Toller, John Barrett, Brian McPhail, Tyler Dorman, Ethan Seal, David Kilgore, Nancy Riviera, Flor Candenas, Victor Cavett, David Daniels, Tyler Patterson, Lauren Henderson, Amber Hamrick, Chelsea Bain, Deanna Reeves, Catherine Brooks, Mackenzie King Stevenson, Kenton Coble, Joanna Walker, Amy White, Samuel Miller, Ryan Brightwell, Stephen Maudling, Ethan Watkins, Ernest Williamson,
Brittany Banks, Kyle Little, Alexander Puckett, Caitlin Martin, Michael Nall, Matthew Ward, Tashira Doss, Chelsea Durrell, Emily Dallas, Laura James, Logan Wagner, William Thomas, Lake Bundy, Samara Tony, Daviana Williams, Charles Williams, Terenicia Prince, Jamila Connor, Devin Roberts, Deshaun McMillan, Tommy Lane, Nathan Barclay, Hayden Coffey, Morgan Dean, Delaney Smith, Rachel Bramlett, Kathy Shaw, Melissa Cockrell, Jasmine Johnson, Evangeline Singleton, Andrea Drake, Caitlin Pate, Sarah Poppelreiter, Victoria Bruno, Sarah Creel, Dustin Hampton, Kamari Martin, Molly O'Brien, Desandria Williams, Jeremy Baugh, Earl Russell, Christopher Paynes, Christian Duncan, Jack Vowell, Sarah Luther, Alexis Robinson, Ian Reed, Ariel Traylor, Carolyn Ray, Raquez Tidwell, Christiana Cloy, Justin Breland, Sherwin Stovall, Jennifer White, Johnny Sarrett, Joseph Strickland, Michael Balius, Alexander Mazel, Curtis Kelly, Tyler Baltz, Amanda Patterson, Jeremy Rabateau, Jasmine Barnes, Skylar Underwood, Sarah O'Reilly, Brittany Scarborough, Laura Schaefer, Travis Noto, Jonathan Calvin, Darian Hutcherson, Jaquel Johnson, Will Coleman, Ashton Shumpert, Keelan Chairs, Donald Gray, Frederick Ross, Quadri Antoine, Shauna Watkins, Karen Taylor, Shaniqua Cosby, Robert Lennon, Kate Pitts, Brianna McNutt, Tyler Roop, Trenton Holder, Bagley College of Engineering master's degree candidates to be congratulated by Associate Dean James Warnock. Rachel McFalls Brown, Mark Hunt, Joshua DuPont, Joseph Columbia, Megan Burcham, Rebecca Vanderlind, Arnold Bunch, Deanna Dixon, Justin Roberts, Syed Andrabi, Ola Junaid, Nicholas Jones, Riala Il Alawe, Nufal Harich, Rania Basso, Randa Basso, Umenya Il Fajri, Nandine Bufus, Lamia Taludi, Sophia Yassir, Patrice Carrion, Pratik Parajuli, Ajar Rigi, Sandhu Sase, Ayub El Bruzi, El Mahdi Akdi, Tariq Lies, Robert Moore, Nielsen Egger, Ernest Rufus, Wayne Wood, Taylor Comer, Mohammed Mohammed, Amrita Daka Leg Meyer, Asma Sharma, Rakesh Resna, Ritish Karki, Deepuk Gautam Im, Ayush Raj Aryal, Sonchit Solonke, Marion Colmer, Emily Epps,
Bagley College of Engineering baccalaureate degree candidates to be congratulated by Associate Dean James Warnock. Muniba Shabir, Kevin Stevens, Matthew Smith, Daniel King, Frederick Fountain, Jonathan Buckley, Pacer Frierson, Devin Harrington, Danny Lowry, George Weatherall, Joseph Ward, Joel Whitney, Adam Carone, Kyle Grubb, Kayla Cook, Milora Solis, Amber Frederick, Samuel Denley, Jeremy Fuller, Jonathan Drannon, Caleb Stubbs, Alexander Hawkins, Ryan Wilson, Emily Menens, James Odom, Murphy Goulat, Shelton Peoples, Taylor Yarborough, Alex LeBlanc, James Hood, Brenton Moss, Muhammad Shabir, Dalton Stevens, Thomas McCullough, William Gray, Michael Adams, Nathaniel Cran, Jerry Grantham, Hunter Edwards, Eric Horton, Eric Purvis, Taylor Steffen, Christina Hayden, Stephen Hayden, Miles Harris, Bryce Calhoun, Anna Henderson, Rachel Fonason, Candace Moreau, Winston Kimmel, Mason Robertson, Christopher Taylor, Joseph Tyson, Thomas Hughes, Kiritan Shelby, Rushi Patel, Omar McClendon, Marcel Richardson, Disha Delani, Rena Partasham, Tyler Gilmer, Wyatt Gamble, Emily Gorman, Kevin Wynn, David Bowen, Blake Brockner, Eric Timms, Zachary Gibbs, Hannah Weisenberger, Alexander Boannon, Queenie Edwards, Kamisha Andrew, Dominique Land, Leonard Sims, Deanna Brown, Timaeus Hooker, Jeremy Young, Dominic Island, Jawanza Newson, Kira Payne, Jessica McCord, Jackson Woods, Eric Bath, Marina Magruder, Joshua Davis, Nicholas Atobelli, Brandon Hart, James Kemp, Hannah Church, Maury Mitchell, Christopher Cole, Jack Brufy, Alexander Monette, Scott Emedy, Christopher Stonecipher, Christopher Wolf, Nathan Miller, Samuel Glusenkamp, Tyler Thornton, Logan Schott, Charles Spinato, Jonathan Dowell, Tyler Long, Kyler Donachucci, Philip Diaz, Ashul Ramude, Aaron Giddens, Sean Evans, Seth Rhodes, Jake Haley, Sayeth Stone, Kevin Ruiz, Matthew Carlton, Paige Netherton, Curtis Ritchie, Diana Turner, Tate Fonville, Dylan Chuang, Taylor Toms, Jessica Sanders, Jacob Eldrage, Kelly Irvin, Melka McCollum, Ross Billington, Connor McKee, Ryan James, Brock Williams, Gregory Keys, Brendan Morez, Andrew Hagman, Scotty Carley, Robert Parker, Blas Watson, Courtney Morgan, Jeremy Batt, Noah Smith, Mira Prudan, Jocelyn Meneses, Mark Wolford, Caleb Meyer, Jacqueline Schubauer, Jeremy Landis, Terrence Williams, Jeffrey McMillan, Alvin Richard, Micah Everett, Jared Nichols, Aaron Salmon, Wesley Box, Gregory Thomas, Mary Catherine Beal, Megan Van Devenver, Logan Luke, Alexander L. Britton, Tyler Vick, Benjamin Vargason, Nathan Martin, Matthew Shank,
Shane Waldrop. College of Forest Resources master's degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean George Hopper. Catherine Abel, Sunil Nepal. College of Forest Resources baccalaureate degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean George Hopper. William Hulan, Jacob Wellborn, Blake Stefano, Lisa Garrigues, Lara Depperschmidt, Thomas Fox, Matthew Sieja, Joshua Hilmer, Miles Malone, Colin Horton, Mackenzie McKnight, Casey McDaniel, Jordan McDaniel, Cody Brister, Hunter Hayes, Casey Reddick, Joshua Bryant, Bradley Patterson, Robert Bolin. College of Agriculture and Life Sciences master's degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean George Hopper. Whitney Gorsigner, Candace Wade, Akansha Awasthi, Tequasia Hicks, Mallory Lloyd, Alicia Moore, Carlos Morris, Tripti Saha, Maria Zaccaro, Michael Natras. College of Agriculture and Life Sciences baccalaureate degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean George Hopper. Brittany Gunn, Kamisha Williams, Triana Davis, Maya Arnold, Megan Hodge, Austin Atkins, Braden Lund, William Thomas, Sawyer Taylor, Houston Fortenberry, Skylar Durrett, Zachary Flowers, William Mincer, John Bishop, Benjamin Palmer, Trey Gullick, Emily Johnson, Hannah Wright, Catherine Starr, Jessica Newman, Danielle Dobbins, Cassie Tabler, Kevin McKay, Andrea Simpson, Tyler Hodges, Candace Killebrew, Jake Pinley, Nicholas Horn, Paul Oswalt, Reagan Witt, Taylor Potter, Nate Prather, Jordan Lowe, Christopher Wade, Caitlin Roper, Erica Moffitt, Brandon Dickinson, William Odom, Karen Vincent, James DeMuth, James Fancher, Lee Peoples, Mallory O'Sullivan, Allison Stennis, Troy Neal, Kara Sanders, Alexandra Kraus, Carly Brown, Savannah Walker, Suzanne Reese, Justin Hall, Andrew Digert, Thomas Allman, John Willis, Johnson Lyles, Chase Floyd, Kellen Lee, Hunter Reed, Peyton Ray, Terrell Brantley, Benjamin Baker, Chase Smith, Kyle Moak, William Watkins, Taryn Chandler, Taylor Sheely, Ashlyn Pope, Rachel Scott, Sophia Dragos, Elizabeth Orr, Brittany Zimmerman, Daniel Preston, School of Human Sciences master's degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean George Hopper. Elena Naro, Kristen Armstrong, Sumi Saw, School of Human Sciences baccalaureate degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean George Hopper. Cedric Giles, Lauren Nichols, Olivia Golden, Tori Dale, Brandon Holloway, Nelson Adams, Anthony Jefferson, Jamie Lee Davis, Shelby Dunlap, Sydney Mitchell, Laura Richardson, Haley Gilbreth, Savannah Dalgo, Elizabeth Burleson, Zakara Cox, Irie Gordon, Brianna Williams, Margaret Wilson, Catherine Colville, Lauren Whitaker, Anna Hodson, Alicia Taylor, Mary Mills, Bailey Tidwell.
College of Education, Education Specialist Degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean Richard Blackburn. Cheryl Bowens, Sabrina Campbell, Marilyn Johnson, Wendy Kelly, Stacy Christian Bonner, Brock Rogers, Farhad Hassan. College of Education Master's Degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean Richard Blackburn. Adam Burton, David Nicholson, Madison Sowell, Emily Robinson, Monica Nunn, Ryan Cross, Siobhan Amos, Judy Middleton, Devon Boatner, Annabelle Alsobrooks, Amy Bryant, Kyla Evans, Kim Harris, Wincita Patterson, Courtney Walker, Olivia Dishman, LaQuanda Davis, Elvin Franklin, Kira Hill, Amber Davis, Jamie Guyton, Olivia Young, Emily Daniel, Jason Polk, Haley Ripple, Amanda Cosgriff, Madison Sully, Jonathan Tritley, Tanzania Rupert. College of Education Baccalaureate Degree candidates to be congratulated by Dean Richard Blackburn. Brittany Coleman, Kyla Washington, Jalen Montgomery, Kimberly Coleman, Jacqueline Hardy, Frederick Brown, Albert Ward, Brianna Richardson, Elena Hughes, Jalen Lombard, Brianna Farr, Shizni Bowdry, Jasmine Scott, Bronson Bell, Jeremy Pulliam, Jakernan Tidwell, Patrick Monahan, Andrew Monahan, Jaquez Genzolt, Stephen Crawford, Tijanelle Hubbard, Robert Alley, Lazario Todd, DeAndre Ward, Augustus Wally, Justin Arrington, Jay Alford, James Bell, Leanna Blunt, Amy Williamson, Lauren Purvis, Allison Phillips, Avery Tunstall, Elizabeth Byer, Kenesha Pitchford, James Savage, Dewan Fleming, Eddie Williams, Jonathan Fulton, Colby Rushing, Jessica Harris, Jessica Gray, Rebecca Miles, Paige Fowler, Carly Bozeman, Lindsay Pilgrim, Courtney Gaglanio, Andrew Hamrick, Alexander Price, James Bracken, Joseph Harvey, Luke Goff, Dakota Parker, Megan Lyons, Haley Brown, Margaret Williams, Sarah Bales, Michael Payne, Kelly Rankin, Anna Matheny, Jeremy Watson, Thaddeus Zant, Charles Williams, Marcio Jordan, Emily Green, Katrina Leifer, Emily Miller, Caitlin Cobb, Karen Chase, Elizabeth Bradley, Vonkeisha Hyatt, Candace James,
Lauren Purvis, Matthew Gordon, Aaron Ivy, Amber DeSolin, Jessica McCool, Katie Welch, Brian Pounders, Lindsay Tingle, Andrew Kelly, Philip Evans, Wesley Crabtree, Heath Wigginton, Olivia Bibbs, Jamie Desporte, Anna Proctor, Tyler Stallings, Kevon Coleman, Denise Phillips, Antonio Arnett, Norris Clark, Courtney Norris, Emily Bridges, Kathleen Sheffer, Amy Louvier, Whitney Allman, Courtney Massey Pratt, Virginia Berry, Caroline Baines, Kristen Kuhn, Alexis Klein, John Parker, James Henry, Caleb Hill, Colby Ware, Austin Myers, Holden Blake, Caitlin Goff, Montia Pace, Russell Lowell, Amari Hughes, Chris Wagner, Clint Van Court, Seth Schumacher, Kyle Skog, Robrisha Clay, Corey Barber, Ashley Palmer, Stephanie Anderson, Haley Harrison, Victoria East, Ann Holly, Harley Taylor, Nikki Baird, Kelsey Bright, Hannah Gerskard, Alexandra Kinney, Carolyn Barr, Shelby Pierce, Virginia Goff, Morgan Luke, Lauren Ayup, Anna Porter, Allison Heisner, Jessica Cox, see you, man. See you tomorrow morning.
Please welcome Mr. Ron Black, National President of the Alumni Association. He will be the first to welcome you into the ranks of alumni of the Mississippi State family and the Bulldog Nation.
Thank you, Dr. Bonner. Just real quickly before I get started, I want to thank all of you graduates as the senior leaders on campus. I want to thank you for your leadership and the discipline and the fortitude that you used to bring the Egg Bowl trophy back home. Now, being totally honest, I offer that from a selfish standpoint. By you being great leaders and winning the Egg Bowl this year, you helped me from becoming the first national president to ever go 0-2 in the Egg Bowl. It's my honor to represent 136,000 Mississippi State alumni worldwide, and to extend to you and your families congratulations. Not only are you college graduates, you are now officially alumni of Mississippi State University. This is your day. Well, heck, this is your weekend to celebrate this amazing milestone in your life. So what's next? Well, no matter where or what, know that there are over 100 Mississippi State alumni chapters waiting to welcome and support you. At this time, I invite those of you who wear a Mississippi State class ring to position your class ring where Mississippi State University appears at the top and faces outward, signifying to everyone that you are a proud graduate of Mississippi State. I wish you the best and hope that you will take everything that you have learned the past 4, 5, 6, well, regardless of how long, take everything that you have learned and have an infinite impact on everyone and everything you encounter. I urge you to stay connected and continue to ring true as alumni of this great university. You are part of the Mississippi State family. So remember to come home. Come home. Come home often to the most special place on earth. Hail State.
Thank you, Ron. Graduates, again, we are very proud of your accomplishments and will continue to be interested in your future activities. We hope you will remain involved and committed to your university. After we sing the alma mater, we ask that our guests be seated and remain in the Coliseum until the platform party and the graduates have exited. Ushers will distribute the diploma covers to each row of graduates. Graduates will be directed to march from their seats by the ushers. Now, everyone, please rise and join Miss Bailey Wright as she leads us in singing the alma mater, Maroon and White.